Okay, guys and gals, we here at Death Battle have looked into and created some pretty interesting fights. We feel like we've answered a lot of those schoolyard arguments of who would beat who, and we have no intentions of stopping. However, sometimes the work has already been done for us, even if it's one of the dumbest matchups imaginable. And that is the case for Charles Barkley versus Godzilla. I'm Jocelyn the intern. I do all the research nobody else wants to, straight from the desk of Death Battle. Imagine it's 1992. Bill Clinton is playing the saxophone on TV. Nirvana has a new album with a baby's dick on it. Mortal Kombat is arriving in arcades around the country, and Industrial Light and Magic, the people behind the original Star Wars, are about to make the most absurd piece of Godzilla media ever made. How? Well, in 1992, professional basketball player Charles Barkley would take on Godzilla at an oversized game of hoops. Ladies and gentlemen, I shit you not, this did happen. And trust me, it was a big deal. This epic showdown was brought into existence thanks to Nike, and the fruit of their labor is a 30-second TV ad where Godzilla wears dweeby goggles and gets dunked on. I know, kind of underwhelming, isn't it? I mean, not only was Godzilla vs. Barkley created by Industrial Light and Magic, but it was so hyped that they had a teaser commercial playing during the months leading up to it. Yes, you heard correctly, they made a teaser commercial for a commercial, which is easily one of the most obscene things that an ad agency has ever done ever. Luckily for us, this extremely stupid matchup doesn't die alongside its overhyped commercial. About a year later, in 1993, someone decided it would be a good idea to make a comic about the dynamic duo. And I had the joy of reading it back when we were researching Godzilla. Now, the commercial and the comic have nothing in common, except of course the absurd premise. And luckily for us again, the comic decided it could outdo the commercial when it comes to absurdity. The story follows a young boy who idolizes Mr. Barkley. The small human is given a magic dollar by his token uncle. Oh boy, I wonder if that will have any significance. Almost immediately after the kid gets his hands on the mystical piece of currency, Godzilla pops out of the ocean. Oh no, Godzilla! So since the kid is obsessed with Barkley, he rushes to give him the magic silver dollar so he can defeat Godzilla. How? I don't know, and neither does the kid or Barkley. The kid even suggests Barkley put it in his mouth. Ew, fucking gross, kid. You don't put money in your mouth. Despite not knowing what the fuck is going on, Charles Barkley magically grows to be about 300 feet tall and challenges Godzilla to a game of b-ball. Because sports. Barkley and Zilla throw down on the court over a few short pages, although it becomes pretty clear that Barkley is about to space jam on Godzilla's radioactive ass, so Godzilla melts their oversized leather pumpkin with his atomic breath. Take that, sports! Then, for some reason, Barkley convinces Godzilla that he might be able to go pro if he trains up. So Nike makes Godzilla some size 13,000 shoes, and Barkley moves him to a remote canyon in Utah, instructing the giant lizard to practice his ball game for the next 100 years. Yep, Zilla vs. Barkley has gotta be one of the biggest pieces of fluff media ever. Godzilla would just blast Sir Charles with his atomic breath, and that would be it. Now, none of this is really canon to Godzilla, but it does mean that Charles might be able to take on a colossal titan from Attack on Titan, given that he has that magical dollar handy. Anyway, that's pretty much the whole story and the stupidest idea ever.
Jocelyn!
Why do you never knock?
There's no time. You've got to come see this. Wiz has transplanted Peanut's brain into a dog.
I mean, I want to be surprised, but that totally sounds like something Wiz would do. Is he still alive?
No! Peanut is dead.
Screw Peanut, I'm talking about the dog.
Oh yeah, dog's fine.
Phew, that would have been terrible. Well, everyone, I guess we should all pay our respect for a lost comrade with a moment of silence. Good enough. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, hit up that comment section and let me know what videos you would like to see made in the future. Because as long as I keep making these, there is no way Wiz would try and put my brain into an animal's skull. Well, maybe. Definitely gonna start locking that door.